All right, people. So I want to give my thoughts here on the debut of the Wyatt 6. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to shit on everybody's parade of how awesome this gimmick and storyline is going to be. I don't have all negative things to say, but I do have a couple negative things to say about it. So let's get going here. The first thing I want to say is that they've been hyping this shit up way too long. I've been hearing about the Uncle Howdy shit for months and months and months. I get through in a couple weeks or even a month of and they've done this in the past with wrestlers where they've done vignettes before the debut to get us, all hyped up and excited. But nothing like this. It's almost like they've already become stale a little bit. That they've been hyping this up and we've been hearing about it for so long. It's like you almost get tired of this shit. We've also seen this too, where they hype up a debut of a wrestler and then the wrestler may be exciting for a few weeks and then they just turn into a lower mid-carder for 6 months or a year and then they get released. I can name so many times that they've done this in the 2010s. Who could forget the Funkasaurus Brodus Clay? They're hyping this guy up. Oh, he's gonna debut, and then he comes out and he's a fucking retarded ass dinosaur dancing around. Oh, the Funkasaurus. Or who can remember Lord Tensai? A-Train fucking goes to Japan, gets his nipples pierced, and then debuts as Lord fucking Tensai, and he becomes a fucking flop. And I don't know if they released him, but my point is this has happened so many times where somebody debuts. There's so much excitement. They might get a few squash matches. They might even get a U.S. title or an IC title, even though those belts are both total garbage. But then they become irrelevant. And that's what I think is going to happen to this Wyatt 6. They're going to get a few interesting feuds for the next few months. They'll be hyped up a little bit because we are kind of in the, I guess, slow season after WrestleMania. So they will get, I think, a couple, feuds here and there. But in the end, I think they're gonna end up in the mid card or the lower mid card. And this is exactly what happened to LA Knight. And I said this would happen to LA Knight, where, oh, he's so exciting, everybody's chanting, yeah, and then he becomes a mid-carder. Same thing. So I don't see, and if you look too at the people in this group, like Bo Dallas is like, what the fuck has Bo Dallas ever done in WWE? He's been in the company now, it has to be for like 10 to 15 years, and he's never been more than a mid-carder. He's been like a lower mid-carder for his entire career in WWE. He had that one gimmick where he would, like, I don't even know, like, praise the world or some bullshit like that. Like the happy, I don't even know what the fuck it was, which was a total disaster. The point is, Bo Dallas hasn't done shit in WWE. So what makes you think now he's going to be like some star? He's had many gimmicks and he's never made anything of himself. And all the other wrestlers that are in this group are all fucking like mid-carders or jobbers. I mean, Bo Dallas is a borderline jobber too. Also, too, it's kind of weird. Like, it's strange. I wouldn't say it's offensive or anything like that, but it's just weird. Like, the guy fucking died, Bray Wyatt. Horrible thing, obviously. And now they're, like, resurrecting his gimmick and giving it to other people. It's like, weird. Like, I don't get it. Like, can we move on? Like, the guy died. It's sad. It's just weird to, like, morph his gimmick into other wrestlers. I'm more of a fan too of like the original Wyatt family gimmick, like the original Wyatt family Bray Wyatt gimmick with them being like some creepy hillbillies or creepy rednecks was like the best thing to me. It then like morphed into this supernatural Firefly Funhouse and all this other stuff. I'm not a big fan of having supernatural gimmicks because I want wrestling to like actually resemble some sort of reality. So I was more of the fan of like the creepy redneck Bray Wyatt than I was when it became like the supernatural shit and all that. So I wish they would, if they did do something similar to Bray Wyatt, that they would go more back to that. I'm more of a fan of that. But no, there's a lot of excitement, just like there was a lot of excitement around LA Knight, or you could go down the list of wrestlers 10 to 20 years ago. They might get red hot for 3 months, but then they just, go back to the mid card. Or we may have some excitement, this person debuted, and we're all excited for 3 weeks, but then they just fall off the face of the earth. It's happened so many times where somebody debuts, or even somebody like a legend returns. Like, remember when the Dudley Boys returned? I believe it was in 2015, and everybody was all excited. And then like a month later, they're in the lower mid card of the tag team division. So this shit happens all the time. And my prediction is, within 3 to 6 months, the Wyatt Six will not be at the top of WWE. They will be in the mid card. I might be wrong, but I was right about LA Knight when everybody was saying, yeah. I was right when I said, in 6 months, I think he's going to be in the mid card. And he's not WWE champion. He's not even close. So there you go, people. There's my thoughts on that. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I just want to say, though, I'm not totally shitting on the gimmick. I don't think it's like terrible by any stretch of the imagination. But I do think I'm not as excited as some people are on the internet about it. So there you go. There's my thoughts on that.